You know, there's always many paths to get you where you want to go. You know what? Sometimes you don't end up where you want to go. You end up like here instead of over there. But you know what? It doesn't matter, does it? Because right here, right now, is pretty fucking amazing anyway. Morning world, morning walk episode 24, and this one is coming from a rather stout climb up to Lion Rock up above Hong Kong. I'm not sure the taxi drivers dropped me in the right place. We're gonna see. Beautiful morning. This place is supposed to have spectacular views out over all of the bay and everything. So we're gonna see. Certainly steep, a bit technical. But holy moly. Well, he might have stuffed up the instructions, dropped me at slightly the wrong place, but I'm not too displeased about it, to be honest. Look at that. Wow, that's yeah, pretty steep, huh? Doing any hiking or adventure stuff, you know that where you see those kind of markers, they generally are trail markers. I mean, sometimes they can be not necessarily marking a formal trail. No, this one is very much an informal trail. Could have been used for like a competition, orienteering competition, that sort of stuff. But wow, fucking we. Oh brother. Good morning, Hong Kong. What's funny is that Google has this marked as an official trail that takes you up to Lion Rock. And of course, once you get onto it, maybe this was a formal trail once. You can very much see how someone without experience could make a meal with this. It just shows like you need to follow your nose and understand what the limit of your experience is when it's like safe to push it and like you should back off. Don't always have to listen to the advice of the locals either. I mean, this taxi driver seemed to know exactly where he was going, but clearly he knew something. Beautiful view. But this is definitely not the trail. It's just the most remarkable city. See all like the outlying islands, the outer territories. This incredible metropolis. It's just huge. Just huge. It's huge. Oh wow. There's Lion Rock. Not that far above now. Lovely sunrise. Hello. You know, there's actually a beautiful analogy in this morning's morning walk. Wasn't going to be the topic of the episode, but you know, there's always many paths to get you where you want to go. You know what? Sometimes you don't end up where you want to go. You end up like here instead of over there. But you know what? It doesn't matter, does it? Because right here, right now, is pretty fucking amazing anyway. So there's always, you know, different paths that can lead you in the same direction, slightly different directions, completely different directions. And all it's really about is like making the most of right now, right? Following the trail markers when you see them. Remember, like last episode, we talked about rusted signs. You know, rusted signs. All those people with experience in our lives. But sometimes we just don't want to listen to them. But those rusted signs are like the track markers, just like those little loops of ribbon and plastic hanging from a tree. And if you're not paying attention to it, you walk right by it and you miss it. And then you kind of can stumble off into a big fucking gully. Like, yeah, I don't want to fall down there. So there you go. There's the message for this morning, for the morning walk, episode 24. It's about rusted signs, your track markers, and never being afraid, like, to follow those markers, because you just might end up somewhere which isn't where you wanted to go, but is equally spectacular. Oh. It's a beautiful day! Wow! That's been a really valuable lesson, you know. I think we're always looking for like that next bit of happiness, right? Without always remembering that it's right here in the present tense. You know, this morning I could have been seriously pissed. Could have been like, I want to be up there, like, that's where I want to go, Lion Rock. Instead of realizing that, you know, this is pretty freaking extraordinary right here, you know. So for this morning, this is my little Lion Rock. Even if it's not exactly what I was expecting. It's something so important to remember. So this for me is Lion Rock. It's not that, but this is pretty awesome right now, right? Right here, right now. It's kind of important, isn't it? It's like we're all leading our own lives. No one else can lead them for us. Our own happiness starts right here in the present. How do you do that? Well, I don't know, for the last like 62 days, according to my app, I've been like doing these like little 10-minute meditations, and I was already somebody that thought a lot about trying to stay present, but you know, just focusing on the moment, breathing, that sort of stuff, it's actually been really helpful for me. Now it's time to go and check out the real Lion Rock. It's kind of interesting, like just sort of stumbled across this kind of patch where you can see some trotters down there. It's been like a boar or something like I saw this morning snuffling around here. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Now that I definitely wouldn't have experienced if I'd been on the main trail. Actually super happy I wore a cycling jersey today. Customised AIM Overseas Global Society cycling jersey, because it's humid. Hot and humid. This is the real Lion Rock. And it's not bad. It's really not bad. 360-degree panorama. Yes, sir. The funny thing is that now I'm up here, it's almost like a little bit anticlimactic, you know. I've had such a great morning. Totally out of the ordinary. That's where I've come from, down there. It just shows like some of your best experiences just come by chance, right? many of them. It's like when we shelve our expectations, this magic stuff happens. We make the best friendships, have the best adventures. Wow, look over here. It goes over like the other side as well. All of that is Hong Kong. And look, it's just like the towering peaks in the background. Sensational. It's been like an absolutely epic little morning. I don't know what this is. It's actually like the route is blocked off in some way. Oh, I'm just going to leave you with that thought, yeah. No access beyond this point. You see what I mean? Like if I'd come up this way, absolutely nothing wrong with this way or that way. Hello, Lion Rock. But I wouldn't have had the adventure that I've had. Danger, no access. Considering like 99% of the world like just will not walk past this sign, how many people actually get to have the experience that I've just had? Like 0. So you know what, that taxi driver who had no idea what he was doing, like maybe he did know what he was doing. Maybe he like took one look at this cycling jersey and went, this guy's a very serious pro. I'm going to set him off on some crazy wild adventure. And it has been. Oh boy, anyway. I think I'm going to leave you with that thought. Danger, steep cliffs, no access beyond this point. You never know what's coming at you. But if you're in the present moment, looking for markers, and just enjoying whatever beauty the world throws up at you, well, you've been happy. And you can't be happier than happy, can you? So, that's just it. I'll see you next time on a morning walk.